Was it me or did Wladimir Klitschko look like he has some lifts on? Okay, Wladimir Klitschko is listed at about 6'6", 6'7", you know, on some good days. And Tyson Fury is listed at a solid 6'9". He weighed in at 247 pounds. Wladimir Klitschko 246. This is the best shape I've seen Tyson Fury in his career. He's 13 pounds lighter than his last fight against Christian Hammer, and he's like 18 pounds lighter than when he fought Derek Chisora. The highest he's been is like 275, so he's a nice slim and he looks really nimble. But the point I'm trying to make is Wladimir Klitschko, they were like the same height, if not Wladimir Klitschko looking to be a little bit taller. So I'm thinking that's a good strategy if they decide, you know, to add like maybe 2 inches to the heel or get like, you know, some boots that eliminated the height difference a little bit. Even though it's the reach that Wladimir should really worry about, still, it was interesting to see both of them go face to face. But the face-off, all right. In a face-off, I would tell my boxer, don't be the first to look away. Both of these fighters just right there at each other, they would not look away. And Tyson Fury has been cracking a lot of jokes over the press conferences and the build up to this fight, to where I've noticed that with previous opponents, he would just trash him and just, you know, just talk so much shit to the point where you would have to say, yo, this guy's gotta win, or if he don't win and he get knocked the fuck out, he's just gonna be a big ass shit talking dickhead. That's just the way it looks. But Tyson Fury is really good. In fact, let me tell you who my top heavyweights are: Wladimir Klitschko, Tyson Fury, Alexander Povetkin, Deontay Wilder, and Anthony Joshua. Those are my top 5 heavyweights. Wladimir Klitschko, because Wladimir Klitschko has some weaknesses. Let's not forget that Wladimir Klitschko has been knocked out himself before. What was it? Corey Saunders, Layman Brewster, Big Brother Kane finished one of them off, and then Wladimir avenged his other loss. But the point I'm trying to make is he's good when it comes to boxing. You don't want to trade hands with Wladimir Klitschko. You don't want to sit in the pocket and try to match boxing IQ with Wladimir Klitschko. He's very smart. You know, also, you don't want to fight in close quarters against Wladimir Klitschko, because not only does he have the power to knock you the fuck out, but he's very savvy with the holding and the clinching and all that. Tyson Fury's advantage is Tyson Fury's got to stay on the outside. Tyson Fury's a fighter who beat Derek Chisora left-handed. This is a 6'9", 245, 46-pound man fighting left-handed flawlessly on some Terrence Crawford type shit at 140. So Tyson Fury has a chance if he just boxes. If he boxes, Kubrat Pulev had a little bit of a chance, you know, even though he got knocked out. But what did he do? What did Kubrat Pulev, the last threat we can say, the last real threat we can say, who could have came close to knocking out Vladimir, Bryant Jennings? I just knew he didn't have enough power. But when it came to Kubrat Pulev, he tried to trade hands with Wladimir Klitschko. Then what happens? He ends up getting punched in the face, ends up getting knocked out. Tyson Fury's got to use that reach and use all 4 corners of the ring, but at the same time be like the ring general, you know, control the tempo, because he doesn't want him to go the way the David Haye fight went, where David Haye was more defensively minded and he looked defensive. David Haye lost that fight off of defense. Like, his defense was so good that he didn't engage. I don't want to see that from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is saying he's going to knock Wladimir Klitschko out in 5 and all that. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm rooting for you, Tyson Fury. If you win, then it's like you're the WBO, WBA, IBF, IBO, Ring Magazine Heavyweight Champion of the world. You are the #1 guy. Deontay Wilder just has 1 belt, and it's the green belt, and people don't really believe that he's the #1 champion in the division. Now, Tyson Fury's been talking shit about Deontay Wilder, but if Tyson Fury wins tomorrow, the landscape of boxing is going to change, because we have a heavyweight who has the skills. Remember, he can move. He's not a boring fighter to watch. Tyson Fury is not a guy who's going to go out there and be clinching you and hold you and all that. No. He's entertaining in the ring. He's entertaining outside the ring. He can sing, he can dance, and he knows how to sell the fight. The heavyweight division needs a fighter like that, but beating a Wladimir Klitschko, man, is a tall, tall order. Wladimir Klitschko has won 22 straight fights. He hasn't lost since 2004. You know, and it's like he hasn't been in a situation where he's avoided fighters. He fought everyone that they put in front of him. He fights 2 times a year, sometimes in a good year, 3 times a year, as a heavyweight, defending all his belts and fighting all of his mandatories. You know, and it's crazy because he would have loved to been able to go after Deontay Wilder, but his last, I believe, 2 fights have been mandatories. Fights that he's had to fight because of fulfilling the obligations to being a champion. So Wladimir Klitschko is one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, but for some reason, I just think Tyson Fury brings something different to the table. I think Tyson Fury really has the skill set. People are always going to bring up what happened to Tyson Fury when he fought Steve Cunningham. Steve Cunningham, you might as well say he's back at cruiserweight now, so a cruiserweight fighter was able to land a wicked, mean overhand right, and big old Tyson Fury went down. But it was a flash knockdown. He got back up. But I understand when people are saying, well, what can Wladimir do to him? If Steve Cunningham was able to put him down, then Wladimir may be able to knock him out. You know, what I've learned about the gypsy culture and the traveler community is that they don't quit. And if they get knocked out, they get knocked out. But these like their tradition is known for fighting. Tyson Fury comes from a fighting family. You know, fathers fighters, cousins fighters, everybody just fighters. And there's so many of them. So many of them. You got Dempsey, you got you got King somebody Fury, you got Peter, you got John, you know, you got Huey. It's like so many different Furies, and they all fight. So when you're coming from a family of fighters, I don't see him quit mentally. People are saying he's going to be scared. I don't like the way he's been joking around at these press conferences and joking around, you know, at the the build up toward the fight. But he really made up for all the joking and the bullshit when it came to the stare down at the weigh-in. The final stare down between both of these fighters before they're in the ring. And he made sure he did not turn away. That means a lot. He made sure that he looked Wladimir right in his eye. You know, Wladimir got all those muscles in his face. And he's looking just right there at you. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I'd probably be shook. You know, but Tyson Fury showed like, okay, if all the bullshit in games I was playing, now is the time where I'm going to show like I'm not afraid of you. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live, the biggest fight of the day by far. Wladimir Klitschko, Tyson Fury. And if Tyson Fury, I tell you what you should do is you need to look you up some Tyson Fury. You know, even if you don't watch his fights, watch his interviews. Dude is entertaining. Shout out to IFL TV, who's been, you know, doing a beautiful, beautiful job of covering this fight. T-Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe.